So we were asked for some impactful systems and tools that you could use with managing salespeople and really to get the most out of the sales team that you have. And this is a broad topic, a lot of time could be spent on it, but for the purpose of this short video, I just wanted to spend time focusing on three things. First of all, goal setting, quota setting, right? So when you're managing salespeople, it's important to understand that they are going to be driven by a specific goal. You have to communicate that to them. Some mistakes I see businesses make all the time, and it's unfortunate, is I will see some businesses have a sales team and they have no quota or no goal. The sales team is just in place and we're just, as business owners, we're just expecting them to sell as much as they can. We're not communicating to them exactly what we expect from them. That is a huge mistake that I see business owners make. The second mistake I see business owners make is setting a goal or a quota that is unattainable. Let me give you an example. If historically speaking, your sales have operated at a certain level and you bring on a sales team, bring on a new salesperson, and you want to put a goal or a quota in front of them and you're expecting them to sell 75% more than any salesperson has ever sold before, that's going to be an issue, right? So we need to understand that we're setting effective and attainable goals and quotas. When we're setting goals and quotas, it's important that we expect as business owners that these goals and quotas should increase over time. Here's why. Even if your prices don't increase or the market doesn't change dramatically, what we should expect from our salespeople is that their skills are getting better each and every day. So I don't want to see business owners have steady and just static sales quotas over the course of their business, over the life of their business. What we should see is those sales quotas increase gradually over time. Obviously, we need to be conscious of market changes. We need to be conscious if we do have price increases, then our quotas and our goals should reflect that for our sales team. Quotas should absolutely line up and align with what your organizational objectives are. We need to set goals and quotas that are getting your organization where you want it to be, right? It doesn't make sense to set a goal or quota for something that's not actually helping you as a business owner accomplish what it is you want to accomplish. The next thing I want to address is compensation. So it's common knowledge that many salespeople are money motivated. This is not a rule, not all salespeople are, but many salespeople are money motivated. At the end of the day, your compensation plan should reflect what you were expecting from your sales team. I'm going to say something, and we always say never, right? But I'm just going to go ahead and say never. You should never, ever, ever have a salesperson on a straight salary. I cannot think of any good reason why a salesperson should be on a straight salary, meaning they should make the same exact thing whether they sell 10 times what you expect or sell nothing at all. Salespeople should have some of their pay at risk. There are lots of ways to do that, and we can talk through some of those ways, but you should absolutely tie your salespeople's compensation to accomplishing the things that you are asking them to accomplish. Now, when you do that, you have to make sure that you're rewarding the right behaviors. So I see business owners make this mistake as well. Sometimes they will expect X, but they are rewarding for Y. Let me tell you what I mean. I have seen business owners oftentimes, let's just very simply say, we want to grow sales, right? So obviously we want to grow sales, but we are rewarding salespeople on certain behaviors or certain activity, not actually revenue dollars, right? Sometimes I've seen business owners reward and compensate salespeople on phone calls or on certain types of activity that is involved in their sales process. I can understand the thinking behind that, but here's the issue. It is very, very easy to fake activity. It is impossible to fake results. Like if we are not making sales, then that's the problem. That's what matters. We have to reward for what we're trying to accomplish. Another example is if your salespeople have some control over margins, right? So a salesperson in their sales approach, you have a salesperson that can influence margin based on what they provide or the sale that they accomplish with their prospect. Then you might want to line up your commission plan based on gross margin instead of just revenue. Sometimes I've seen where there's a lot of control over margin in the sales force, but we're rewarding for revenue. Sometimes the higher revenue items are actually paying you less from a margin perspective. So give some consideration to that as you are setting up your compensation plan for your salespeople. You need to just make sure that, again, that it is aligned. What you are doing and what you're compensating your salespeople for is actually getting you closer as the business owner to accomplishing your organization's objectives. The last thing I want to talk about is replaying the sales call. Now, I understand there's lots of different sales methods out there. Some of your teams may use the telephone to accomplish sales. Some of your teams may have face-to-face meetings or Skype meetings. Here's very simply what I want to say. If you don't have a way to monitor and replay what is happening in those sales transactions, those sales activities, those sales approaches, and those sales conversations, make it a priority. How can your salespeople ever grow and learn and get better if they don't know what they're doing and how they're doing it, right? So we want to build into a sales force the habit of always sharpening the axe. We want to build into the sales force the habit of getting better tomorrow than I am today. They can only do that if they understand and think back about how that sale, what was my last sales call like? What did I do well? What did I not do well? What are areas that I need to improve the next time I get in front of a prospect? There's lots of opportunities out there, lots of different types of software, there's lots of different types of applications that can help you accomplish this goal. I'm just telling you, if you don't have that right now, you need to make it a priority. You need to know what's being said in a sales conversation so that not only your salespeople can self-coach, but so that you or a sales manager at your organization can spend time with each one of those sales team members and grow them and coach them and turn them into the type of sales champion that you need for your business. Listen, thanks so much for spending some time with us today. I hope this was helpful for you as you think about sharpening and growing your sales team. If you have any other types of questions regarding sales or finances, anything that you think that CAP3 can help you with, feel free to reach out. We'd love to hear from you.